Hi, Achim from InnerSpace Explorers. Today we will talk about how to reach your valves, or what can cause you to not reach your valves, what can be the problem. And that's one of the most requested topics, and so we'll talk about that today. So generally speaking, there's three things. Beside the equipment, so I'll put a couple of links in the description because we covered that in previous videos, so just browse through the channel or click on these links in the description. How to set up a single tank, how to set up a set of doubles, because it obviously has to do with the height of the tank. So where do you put the bands on the tank, how you put your wing and your backplate on. So the top side of the backplate in relation to the manifold is obviously an essential point, but that is covered in different videos. So the first thing you want to check when you think about reachability of a valve, so if you have issues with that, is if your movability is okay. So, and there's a simple one. You just put your palm between your shoulder blades. Look at that. So for example, I had a bad accident when I was a teenager, and my left side is not as flexible as my right side, and you can actually clearly see that when you compare it, right? So my right side, it's very easy to put my hand here. On the left side, it's not as flexible. If you compare it, you can see my right hand goes down a little bit further. But nevertheless, both hands easily go between my shoulder blades. So obviously it's not an issue with your flexibility. If you cannot do that for whatever reason, then your flexibility is not as good as it should be, and you should think about training and fix that. So the next thing is your undergarment. So now in the undergarment, and that's a relatively thick one, and that's actually, I think, probably 50% of the issues that I see is that people have undergarments that do not really fit. So if you can see, this looks like it's made to measure. Funny enough, it's not, but it really fits, and it's the same test. Am I able to put my hands between my shoulder blades? Yeah, just picture the manifold. Manifold's here. Yeah, so if I can do this, yeah, so my fist is there, and I can put my head back, and I can reach my fist. Why would I not be able to reach my valves? So the undergarment. Again, if you can do it without the undergarment, but not with the undergarment is obviously not flexible enough. Doesn't really fit. A lot of time it's the seams here. So I love this undergarment. That's also what I used in the channel. And as you can see, really nice fit. But that's something you really have to look for. And I think the majority of divers need a made-to-measure undergarment and a made-to-measure dry suit, unfortunately. So now let's have a look at the suit. Now in the suit, again, the same thing. First of all, you see that that really fits quite nicely. This is made to measure. And again, reachability. So you can see, I can still, obviously, I mean, the hand in the end doesn't go as deep as it was. Generally, I can still put my hands between my shoulder blades. So, and to make it a little bit more obvious again, I wanted to show you this with the backplate on. Because if you're like, yeah, am I really between my shoulder blades? How far down do I have to reach so it is okay, etc. You can always use your backplate. So you can see this backplate is really sits snug. I mean, there's not a lot of room. So I can get 2 fingers in here, but not more. And also the crotch strap, it sits pretty tight. So I should be able to reach the top of the backplate with my fingers. Then I can definitely reach my valves. So check this out. I can reach it, and as I said, it's the left side. It's a bit harder for me because that was broken a couple of times, but with the right side it's super easy to get it, and I mean I also reach it with the left side. That's the ultimate test. If you have your undergarment and your dry suit on, you put your backplate on, and the backplate really sits. I mean, again, there's a video where I really describe how to set up a backplate, how it should sit, and that's a pretty good example how that should look like. Also positioning of the D-rings, etc. And if you can reach the top, then everything's fine. And that's like the ultimate check. And then if that works, you will be able to reach your valves underwater. And you may think now, what? It's that simple? Yeah, it is. So if the equipment is configured correctly, again, check those videos, then it is either your flexibility or the undergarment or the dry suit. It's always one of these three things. And in the past 30 years teaching, we've always been able to fix the issue on the student. And I would say, yeah, 90% obviously is undergarment or dry suit, especially if you've bought one from the shelf and it doesn't really fit. Then that can cause huge issues. Again, you can see here the way this is made gives a lot of flexibility under the arm. And you also have to see, I mean, if an old fart like me can stretch like that, you should also be able to do that, because most probably when you go into that sport, you're probably way younger than me. So that shouldn't be the issue. So most probably it is. But I just wanted to give you a tool that allows you to check yourself what the issue is and then fixing accordingly. So yeah, I hope that helps. If you have any questions, comments, please put them in the comment section. If you have not subscribed to the channel yet, please do so. And if you like our content, please give us thumbs up. Other than that, stay safe and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.